Your life is also probably a fight between the good and bad forces. You want to accentuate the good parts of your life. And this is very nicely seen in the chart. We have the good and bad guys there too. And the whole astrology is just to accentuate those good elements in the chart and block the negative. So in today's video, we will also have a nice example, because this was a diver trampolinist who was also fighting the addiction, was fighting his demons, and we will see through which medium he got that power and overcome those bad forces. So going straight to his chart, we see that there is this Graha Malika Yoga. So there is a planet by planet. Graha Malika Yoga is there, then it means that the whole life meaning is between these 2 points. What is important in this chart is that there is this parivartana, there is exchange between Jupiter and Mars. Usually we would say that it is a good exchange, but I have noticed that when the one part or one arm of that exchange or parivartana is having Marana Karakastana, like here there is a Saturn, then it would be not so good. I have seen also similar case with the 12 and 4, and in 4th we had Mercury, and when Mercury came, it should be good because it's a good house, but it was not good. If you have exchange in your chart, then this is something we can use as a device portal, we could say, because now we can see where the things will go, what to activate, and things like that. So similar situation is when you have a 2 lords, or when you are choosing between house and aruda, or the aspect or dispositor. Many things can be activated in many ways. So we want to activate things in the best way possible. And also, if there is something challenging in our life, like in this chart, you can see that there is this Sarpa Yoga. We have 4 Kendra houses. We have a malefics there. We have moon in 8, which is not good, because the Kendra houses, the significator is the moon, because the Kendra, the first 4, 7, and 10, is about your internal life, so which is also your mind. So if you have malefics in the Kendra, then it would be nice to have a strong moon to compensate for this negative or challenging positions. But here we have a moon in the 8. This is not good. Also, the Mars, which is the 12th lord, is with that Marana Karakastana Saturn. If you are new here, the Marana Karakastana, this exotic term, is showing the worst position of planet, and this is symbolically the planet is really dying there. So whatever areas or lords or people which are involved there may go through such processes. It may be not easy things for native or for those people related to those planets. Saturn is with the Mars. Mars is the 12th lord. You can see there are these challenges in the chart, but there is also this nice Venus and Jupiter in the 5th, and we should use that as a escape or conquering those bad things. So this is a sportsman, diver, trampolinist, and he was really exercising in a very extreme way, where, for example, he was jumping like 10 from 10 meters, it was like 60 kilometers per hour, and his abdomen muscles were really strained to the point where it needed some medical attention, like surgery and things like that. We can also see that in the chart. It's not easy to see, I must say, because most people will be looking for a 5th house affliction. But here, first we need to find the layer, and the layer is of muscles. Which planet is representing that? That is our first question. The second is about the stomach, it's the 5th house, but in 5th house we have good planets. So what's going on here? Is the Parivartana changing something? Let's say it is changing, it is moving that Saturn to the 5th house, because that is true. This is how actually the planet from the 1st house will jump to that 5th house. But why this Saturn is afflicted? It is not related to the 8th lord. You may say a 6th lord is in the 5th, that's true, but again, there would be this Parivartana, things like that. So maybe the Venus will come now to Ascendant. Easiest way when I see that Saturn is giving a problem is I looking for the Rahu-Mars yoga, because when Rahu is with Mars, they will afflict the Saturn. That's enough. And then the house will show the Adhisthana, or the place of disease. So now Saturn, because of Parivartana being in the 5th house, is showing the abdomen, but how Rahu and Mars are having yoga. This is our second question here. So you see this example, it's nice that it's a little bit challenging because we can learn a lot through this. By the way, if you like to have your chart analyzed, you may find a link in the description for Zoom 60 or 90 minutes reading, where we will be going through your chart, the yogas, the dashas, the remedies. We'll rectify your chart first, then see what's there and accentuate the good parts and try to remedy or block the negative ones. So in this chart, we can see that Mars is aspecting the Rahu and the Rahu is aspecting the Martial sign. This is also yoga because Rahu aspects also second house from its placement, and in second we have Aries, which is the sign of Mars. So then we have this yoga between these planets, and therefore the Saturn is showing the affliction. And you may say, oh, this is a little bit stretch. Not, because if you add few other points, like for example, that this was all self-inflicted because Ascendant Lord is there, and this is related to the 10th house from the moon. So it is something self-inflicted in the career life related to this Rahu and Mars, which is like a semi-accident exercises. And this is now afflicting the stomach area. And the dasha was also related to these planets. So you can see, yes, we have caught the thing. But this was a side quest, right? We are doing many side quests here, but I hope you are still here. Going back to these addictions problems, to this depression in his young age between the 14 and 18. From his interviews, we know that he went into the Narcotics Anonymous, so it was other people help. Also, he says through friends and family. And of course, he then retired from diving or this trampoline sport, and he went to the art, to the theater. This is quite interesting switch. I mean, not so unexpected, because interestingly, Mercury is giving, or is a root for those two branches of career life, which are seemingly in our world not so much connected, but in the roots, how the reality or how the ontology is created is there, because Mercury with Mars is the sports, Mercury with Venus is the art, and in his Dashamsa he has Mercury with Venus in second house in martial signs, so therefore he's a sportsman. And then when that Libra has come, 8th house in the Dashamsa, activating Venus and Mercury, so activating his creativity for the theater, for art, then he switched to stage and entertainment sector. You can see Venus in 10 in Navamsha. He can earn a lot from this. Aruda Lagna is aspected by Mercury and Venus. We have green lights in Rashi, Navamsha, Dashamsa, all those boring rules. We were doing that for many, many times. All is working nice. But what I wanted to see here is that in this chart, because this Venus and Jupiter are the giving the relief, are making this chart, it's like they are changing this chart from challenging one with the Sarpa Yoga and this Marana Karakastana, Yama Yoga, Saturn and Mars. It's a death combination. This Venus and Jupiter are ending everything. They are switching this chart totally. And this is extreme good transformation, because it is having the Graha Malika power, because these Parivartana are on the end positions of this flowery garland yoga. And also there is this exchange, right, or this parivartana between Jupiter and Mars. So the situation is changing from death, right, Saturn, Mars, to Dviguru yoga, Jupiter and Venus, very nicely in the 5th house, which is also Raja yoga, to start something new. There's the whole another chapter how to interpret this Raja Yoga here, but let's skip that. And if we will now notice that this Venus, because it's a Vargotam, it's in Aries, in the Navamsha, in the Dashamsa, so we don't need to do any ninja tricks here. It is so simple to see in the 10th house, in Navamsha, and this is 7th Lord, and in the 2nd house, in the Dashamsa. So we know now that whatever this Venus and Mercury is showing, it is that thing which will transform him, which will be an inspiration. If we will put a water in this flower, this will destroy the bad parts in the life. Right, so we are not so much interesting. I bet that you are not super interested in history of other people, but these are serving as exercise how to use these good plants in your chart. So if you have good plants in your chart, first you have to find them and then see what they are doing, and then you have to activate it. So it seems simple, but there are many levels to this, and with each chart we are learning something new. Some planets which are seemingly looking good may get eliminated later, and also there might be other planet activating the correct one. So there is levels to this problem here, but this is the basic rule: to find the good planets in your chart, see also what they are doing in the Navamsha and even in the Dashamsa. Like in this chart, we see that the solution to his problems with addiction, with the mental problems, was Creed life, and which one related to sports and then entertainment. So we see that through his interviews that it was exactly like that. Now we can see that in the chart we have found this micro-macro connection, and we can now replicate that to help others.